do you still French kiss?
I do, of course. My husband. I went with my husband.
Your husband, great. That's good to know. And then I would love to hear in 3 words about your first love or your big love, which is your husband, of course.
Well, like, to be very honest, he's not my first, but definitely he's my biggest.
Yes,
That's for
that's
sure. About my first love, it was experience, learning experience. Let's put it that way. It wasn't like my first love; it was just one-sided love. So it was a learning experience for me, and young, and yeah, foolish, I would say, for me. But then now about the big love, let's move to that.
okay.
Kind, supportive, and eternal.
Oh, I love that. That's really beautiful. Very beautiful. And then, is there a song that will bring you back to just that moment, you know, when you get the butterflies in your stomach?
Oh yeah, but there is there is there's few actually, but there is one particular one. It sounds funny if I would say the name of the song, but you know the song for Dolores from the Cranberry, Why Do Birds Suddenly Appear Every Time You Come Near?
Oh, yes. I love that.
I love that song, and every time I hear it, it just reminds me the first time I met my husband. And yeah, it sounds a bit corny, but for us, it's cute, you know.
Yeah, but cranberries are great. I was so actually flattered because I did a tour with Blue, and many of the women came up to me and said, "Oh, you remind me of the cranberries." I was like, "That's a huge compliment." They're fantastic. They have beautiful music. I love their music.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. They're amazing, and I grew up listening to their music. I love Lord. This is such a shame she left our world too early, but
Yeah.
her music will stay with us forever.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, how important do you think the intimacy of dance is in a love relationship?
It's very important, I must say, and I admit I don't do it as often as I should, but it brings the physical level to a different intelligence, because you are moving in harmony like a wave when you dance. You don't plan it, you just move together in harmony, and it brings that level a little bit more closer every time you do it. And I think we should do it even more often, but unfortunately we just wait for the more like for an event or a party to do it. But I think we should do it even at home without the need of any moment. So yes,
I
I think it's very important.
absolutely agree with you. It's great. And then in a loving relationship, um, do you kind of express with music ever? Would you know, and also I know you're an actress, would you kind of use music and dance to kind of get into a role, or use it as a tool?
Performance is unlimited. Like when you come to any kind of performance, whether it's uh, how to say artistic, or if it was even for the show, or whatever it is, you have to perform in any way to express your ideas and express your talent and creativity. So if my role requires me to dance or to sing, I'm going to put every single effort into it until I perfect it and bring it to the level which should deliver the message requested from me, or I want to deliver it. So definitely yes. And when it comes to acting or performing your art, you have to do it as best as you could. And if it includes dance, music, singing, why not? Definitely, I will use it. I'm not the best singer. Don't get. I think people will don't want me sing, but but I'm gonna try. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
And would you?
remember Hugh
Yes.
Grant was singing in one musical, and I was thinking, oh my God, it's Hugh Grant singing. And actually, he did great. Anne Hathaway, she was singing in Les Miserables, and she did amazing. I mean, I every day I'm learning from fellow actors and actresses that your creativity is limitless. You can
Yeah.
you should actually push yourself further and experience. And dancing and singing, yes, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. And would you use like when you get into a character, would you maybe think that that character would love country music, for example, or opera, or would you kind of think like that, or kind of how would they dance and how would they move, or not really use it as
Uh,
a
if
to get
it's
into a part?
to get into a part, sometimes I use method acting. So also I also use some influence from previous memories or other characters or something just to get me into the mood. So it's actually very essential. There is a particular song that whenever I want to drive certain emotions, I
Yeah.
always revert to the song. I or a moment I bring to memory back from my past, and I bring this song. It doesn't relate to that particular memory, but I always use music to evoke my emotions in a way. And it helped me so much in a lot of drama scenes. You have no idea, Siren. It's just like it really brought tears to my eyes, and it really put me into the mood of that particular scene. But also for modeling, I do it as well. Like for example, in my last campaign, we were doing something related to Western style. I was dressed more like a cowgirl.
Yeah.
So my stylist started to put some country music in the background. It was really cool. It put us all in the mood, and we got an amazing editorial out of it.
Yeah, but that's amazing. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's an importance in whatever art you do to have music and movement of dance, and yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm very happy to hear that. And then we would love, of course, to hear what you are up to next, if you can tell us.
Uh, I can share a little bit. I can. So there's a couple of movies that we are discussing at the moment with it's a Hollywood production, but it's fully produced. It's going to be fully produced in the UAE. And we're currently in discussion with a production company to pursue hopefully soon. So wish me luck.
Wow. Crossing everything I got. And then, of course, I know you went to Cannes this year. So I would love to hear what your favorite moment was in Cannes.
Favorite moment. Every moment has its own special time. So to be honest, like I'm passionate about movies because that's what got me to start with into acting and to go to the festivals and all of that. So definitely watching the films um that were premiered there, some of the movies that really touched me so much, and it just brought too much into my existence in terms of creativity, emotions, skills of acting, meeting the actors, speaking to them. If I managed to speak, some of them I managed to meet in person and I spoke to them, and some I couldn't because, of course, schedule is really busy and intense. So it was really interesting that in that particular field. Of course, the lights are nice, the dresses, meeting everyone, all glammed up. It was very interesting. But for me, it was always the story, the art, the creativity that is putting into the work that is being premiered over there or showcased over there. Also seeing a lot of the people who are behind the scenes, like we always give credits to the people who are in front of the camera and we out for them, like we always say how amazing they are, but in fact we forget about the people who help them to reach that level, whether it
Absolutely.
comes to designers, stylists, makeup artists, hairstylists, uh, you name it, photographers. You see the hard work they're putting and how they are standing for hours, working for hours just to make one person shine. I mean, it's a collaborative work. It's everybody. So to see how hard everyone worked just to deliver one particular idea or a film or a dress or a celebrity just walking around looking beautiful, it's always amazed me. I love to see that. I love everyone, how they putting such enormous amount of work just to make something or someone shine. It
But we should
just
make
so
a documentary. We should make a documentary about
I
it. It'd be
agree.
very
I agree.
fascinating.
I could totally do, just to show how much work is being put there and how many people are involved. It's not one person. The one person get idealized is the one in front of the camera, but what about the people behind there?
Absolutely.
Whoever, I would love to shed some light about all of this, because nobody remembers the names or the work or anything of that, but it's actually there and it's always admired.
I agree. No, but I agree with you, and they should be put in the spotlight. Absolutely. I think we have an idea.
Yes, next show.
We can discuss it further. I definitely think that's a great idea. No, and people forget this, that it takes a team to create things. You cannot do anything by yourself. You need people around to believe the same things as you do, and work hard to achieve those.
Yes.
And be thankful to everyone. Absolutely. I agree with you. And then I would love to hear how the word music makes you feel.
All sorts of emotions. It depends on the song or the music itself, because it can make you happy, it can make you sad, it can make you excited, energetic, or even sleepy. It can put you to sleep if you want. Like if you listen to some calming music, it can put you in a state of meditation. It can put you in a state of rage if it's some music that can bring some certain memory to you. So music for me is magic. I've never seen or heard, let's put it that way, heard anything that could put us into certain moods like music does. It's true magic.
Absolutely. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. It's so lovely to meet you. You're absolutely gorgeous.
Likewise, Nesrin, so nice to meet you in person. I mean, meet you. We should have met, but I look forward to our meeting for sure.